Yes. So good morning. In our previous classes, we were solving MCQs from thermodynamics. At this point of time, we'll pause that concepts and we'll take up gravitation. Once you again come back to the college, we'll continue with the MCQs of thermodynamics. See, as far as gravitation topic is concerned, you may be familiar with this terminology gravitation. uh, at this point of time, you have a rough idea as to what gravitation actually is. We know that whenever an object is thrown into air, it falls back to the earth. Similarly, we can explain why planets revolve around the sun using the concept of gravitation. Why does moon revolve around the earth can be explained using gravitation. Then what exactly gravitation is to be understood in this class, and we need to understand Newton's universal law of gravitation. So to begin with, we'll try to understand what is meant by gravitation. See, as I have told you, at this point of time, you may answer as to why does an object that is thrown into air will fall back to the earth. Why does it fall back to the earth? The very simple answer is gravitation. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what is meant by gravitation? Gravitation ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Gravitation is the phenomena due to which any two masses in this universe attract each other. See, anything that has mass and can occupy space can be called as matter. Between any two masses in this universe, there always exists a force of attraction. That force of attraction between any two masses is called as gravitation. So what is meant by gravitation? Gravitation is a phenomena due to which any two masses in this universe attract each other. So this is the concept of gravitation. uh, if you consider any two objects, say you consider yourself and your friend, you both have masses, you both are attracting each other. The force may be negligibly small, because of that reason that attraction may not be observed, but you are attracting towards each other. The force, the magnitude of that force, will calculate in the later stages. At this point of time, what is to be understood is there always exists a force of attraction between two masses in this universe. That force of attraction between two masses in the universe is called as gravitational force. So the phenomena is called as gravitation, and the force that is responsible for it is called as gravitational force. So what is meant by gravitation is clear. Is the concept of gravitation clear? Gravitation is the phenomena due to which any two masses in this universe attract each other. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೋ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾಗ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Between any two masses in this universe, there always exists gravitational force. So this is the concept of gravitation. Then what is meant by gravitational force? See, gravitational force, as I have told you, is the force of attraction between any two masses in the universe. The force of attraction that exists between any two masses in the universe is called as gravitational force. As I have told you, if you consider, say, two spheres of masses m1 and m2, there always exists a force of attraction between these two spheres. The force of attraction may be negligibly small, because of that reason that attraction may not be observed, but there exists a force. The force magnitude will be very small, and because of this reason that will not be observed. The attraction will not be observed, but there exists a gravitational force between them. Once we come across Newton's universal law of gravitation, we'll be able to calculate the magnitude of the force. At that point, it will be very clear as to how small the magnitude of gravitational force is. Then you will be convinced as to why we are not able to observe force of attraction between two masses, but it exists. Between any two masses in this universe, there always exists a force of attraction called as gravitational force. So gravitational force describe ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, remember, you must have two masses. Unless until you have two masses, you cannot define gravitational force. Gravitational force is the force of attraction between any two masses in this universe. Sir, any two masses ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೋಬಹುದು? Sun and Earth. There exists gravitational force between Sun and the Earth. It is because of this gravitational force the Earth is revolving around the Sun. Earth is revolving around the Sun, right? So this is the concept of gravitational force. Is the concept of gravitation and gravitational force clear? What is meant by gravitation? What is meant by gravitational force? If these 2 points are clear, we can move forward. We can try to understand Newton's universal law of gravitation. So in Malay, if you observe any two masses present in the universe, or if you are asked to describe a force that exists between any two masses in the universe, what will be your answer? What will be the force between any two masses in this universe? What is that force called as? The force between any two masses in this universe. The force between any two masses in this universe is called as gravitational force. And as you all know, this idea of gravitational force was first proposed by Sir Isaac Newton. So this is all regarding the basic idea of gravitation. Then can you at this point answer why does the Earth attract any object that is thrown into space? Do not say it is because of gravitational force. Give the basic reason behind them. Give the basic reason behind them. Gravitation, yes, of course, is the answer. But what characteristics are responsible for this gravitational force? Whenever we throw an object into air, that object will be falling down or it will be moving towards the Earth. What makes it move towards the Earth? More weight. Mass of the body. Mass of the body is the right answer. See, Earth has got mass. Earth has got mass, and the object that is thrown into space or thrown into air in general will also have mass. Earth has mass, and the object that is thrown into air also have mass. Between two masses, there always exists a force of attraction, and that force of attraction is called as gravitational force. So so mass is the responsible factor. Mass is the factor that is responsible for gravitational force, which must be kept in mind. Without mass, there cannot be any gravitational force. Mass is the characteristic that is responsible for gravitational force. This must be remembered. Then we'll try to understand Newton's universal law of gravitation. See, according to Newton, every body in this universe attracts every other body. When I say body, it is something that has got mass. Every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force. Can you tell me what is that force? Newton says every body in this universe attracts every other body. I attract some other body that is present in front of me. The body in front of me has got some mass. I'll be attracting that mass. You will be attracting a person in your home because you have mass, and a person at your home has a mass. Every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force, and that force is the gravitational force. So every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force that is 1, directly proportional to product of their masses. See, the force with which you attract another person does not depend on your mass, nor it depends on the mass of the second person. Instead, it depends upon the product of your masses. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಸ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾಸ್ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂಟನ್, every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Nodri, if you consider two masses A and B, A will attract B and similarly B will also attract A. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ? Do you think it will depend upon mass of body A, or it depends upon mass of body B, or it depends upon the product product of their masses. Newton ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಮೇಲೂ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಡಿ ಬಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಡಿ 2 ಮಾಸ್ ಮೇಲೂ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Instead the gravitational force depends upon the product of masses of both the bodies. ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿದ ಮಾಸ್ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತದೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses. More is the product of the mass. Notice force is directly proportional to product of their masses anta heltare. More is the product of the mass. More is the product of the mass. More is the gravitational force. Less is the product of the mass. Less will be the gravitational force. Generally nam madhya yaake gravitational force ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಯಾರೋ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವೆರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬರೋ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಅಸ್. I'll be sending the notes of this. So every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Is this first point clear? Yaudr mele gravitational force depend agtade anta heltidare Newton. He says gravitational force is directly proportional to product of the masses. He says gravitational force does not depend upon mass of first body alone, nor it depends upon mass of second body. Instead, it depends upon product of their masses. And also, he says gravitational force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Gravitational force between any two masses is inversely proportional to square of the distance between the two masses. More is the distance between the two masses. More is the distance between the two masses. More is the distance between the two masses. See, gravitational force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So more is the distance between the two masses, less is the gravitational force. So this is regarding the Newton's law of gravitation. So in Newton's law of gravitation, Newton describes the force between two masses. He also describes on what factors does this force depend. Gravitational force is observed to depend upon two factors. One is the product of masses of two bodies, and the another is the distance between the two masses. Newton says every body in this universe, see, this law must be remembered. This is considered to be one of the basic laws of physics. And you must remember, this is the law that governs the entire universe. Every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force that is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And this force acts along the line joining the centers of two masses. Charges and this must be masses. This must be masses. The gravitational force always exists between line joining centers of two masses. ಎರಡು masses the centers na ನಾವು ಒಂದು line ಇಂದ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ line ಮೇಲೆ gravitational force act ಆಗ್ತದೆ. That I'll show. Anyhow, so is the Newton's universal law of gravitation clear? Is the statement of this law clear? Is the statement clear? Okay, and remember this is an important 2-mark question. State Newton's universal law of gravitation anta heltare. Then this must be properly expressed. Every body in this universe attracts every other body with a force that is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And remember, force is a vector quantity. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ force ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, not necessarily gravitational force. In general, force is a vector quantity. It has got both magnitude as well as direction. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನು, ಹೇಗೆ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this gravitational force always acts along line joining centers of two masses. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಎರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಆ ಎರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಇಂದ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ. So this is regarding Newton's universal law of gravitation. So if you have to explain this Newton's universal law of gravitation, we'll consider two bodies of masses m1 and m2, and let us suppose they are separated by distance r. If m1 and m2 are the masses of two bodies and if r is the distance of separation between them, then according to Newton's law of gravitation, observe here I have represented two bodies of masses m1 and m2. They are separated by some distance, and you can observe I have joined the centers of these two masses by a line. This is a line that is joining centers of two masses. So in the explanatory part, what I have done is I have considered two bodies of masses m1 and m2. The centers of the two bodies are joined by a line, and you can observe in the diagram both the bodies are separated by a certain distance r. So I have considered two bodies of masses m1 and m2 separated by distance r. Then according to Newton's universal law of gravitation, every body in this universe should attract every other body. That means this mass m1 should attract, this mass m1 should attract, mass m1 should attract, this mass m1 should attract mass m2. Observe, observe. See, m1 is attracting m2 by a force F. And can you tell me whether m2 will attract m1 or not? You said m1 will attract m2. Tell me whether m2 will attract m1 or not. Yes, even m2 will exert force of attraction on m1. So every body in this universe attracts every other body. If m1 attracts m2, m2 will also exert force of attraction on m1 in accordance with Newton's third law again. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If m1 exerts force of attraction on m2, m2 will also exert force of attraction on m1. So can you again describe what is this force? Yav force idu? m1 m2 ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, m2 m1 ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. ಇದು ಯಾವ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದು? ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ four fundamental forces in nature: gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force. Which is this force? ಯಾವ್ದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್? ಎರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದಲ್ಲ, the force that exists between two masses in this universe. Which force is this? Which force is this? Very good, very good. So this is the gravitational force. m1 attracts m2 and m2 will also attract m1, and because of this gravitational force, m1 and m2 will move towards each other, and that movement can be observed if the force is quite large, and the movement will not be observed if the force is very small. Can you tell me why you people do not get attracted to each other, or why attraction between you people is not observed? You people are attracting each other, that is true. ನೀವು ಮನೆಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇಬ್ಬರಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಇಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. But can you tell me why is that attraction not observed? Why is that attraction not observed? As the magnitude of the force as product of mass is very less. That's one answer. The magnitude of force is less. That's an answer. So this is the Newton's universal law of gravitation. So if m1 and m2 are the two masses, and if these two masses are separated by distance r, then according to Newton's law of gravitation, the force between these two masses should be directly proportional to product of the masses. Nodri, numerator olaga I have represented m1 into m2. The force between two masses is directly proportional to product of the masses, and inversely proportional to, denominator na represent madini, inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. The force, gravitational force, is directly proportional to product of the masses. Product ಅಂದ್ರೆ multiplication, m1 into m2. ಬರೇ m1 ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ gravitational force ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬರೇ m2 ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Instead, the gravitational force is observed to depend on product of the masses. ಎರಡು ಮಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. More is the product of the mass, more is the gravitational force between them. Less is the product of the mass, less is the gravitational force between them. And also gravitational force is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. ಎರಡು masses ಮಧ್ಯೆ distance ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ r. So gravitational force is inversely proportional to r square, that is represented. So F is directly proportional to m1 into m2 divided by r square, and the proportionality constant here is G, capital G. Capital G is called as universal gravitational constant. So gravitational force between any two masses in this universe can be calculated using the formula F is equals to G m1 into m2 divided by r square. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಮಾಸಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. F is equals to G m1 into m2 divided by r square, where G is proportionality constant called as universal gravitational constant. And the value of universal gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. See, you can measure the masses using physical balance to use money. You can measure the masses of any two bodies, m1 and m2 can be measured. The distance between those two bodies can be measured using a meter scale. m1 m2 ನಾವು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, r ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. G ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, the value of universal gravitational constant G is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This is the value of G which must be remembered. ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ G ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ G ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿದ ಮಾಸಸ್ ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will be able to calculate the gravitational force between them. Can you tell me what will be the gravitational force between two bodies of masses 1 kg each? ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿದು ಮಾಸ್ 1 kg ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಈ ಬಾಡಿದು ಮಾಸ್ 1 kg, ಈ ಬಾಡಿದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಸ್ 1 kg, and let us suppose the distance between two masses is again 1 meter. R is also 1 meter. Masses are 1 kg each and distance between them is 1 meter. Can you tell me what will be the gravitational force between them? Can you tell me what will be the gravitational force between them? ಆ ಎರಡು ಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ gravitational force ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Very good. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ do you think this force is quite high? ಈ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದೇ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದ ಅಥವಾ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅದೇ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದ? ಎರಡು ಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಅವ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿ ಮಾಸ್ 1 kg ಅದೇ, ಅವೆರಡನ್ನು 1 ಮೀಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ. ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton. Order ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, 10 power minus 11 Newton is a very small force. Because of the very small magnitude of the force between two bodies of mass 1 kg each, it is not possible to observe. The gravitational force between them. It is less than angstrom. Very good. My point is, you cannot observe the gravitational force between two bodies in general because of its very small magnitude. Magnitude ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಈ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ? G ಇಂದ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, m1 ಇಂದ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, m2 ಇಂದ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, r ಇಂದ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ? What is the key factor that generally reduces? The value of F? Actually, it is because of the value of capital G. ಈ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 ಅದೇ. ಈ 10 power minus 11 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಬಲ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೇ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. It is because of the small value of this G. Anyhow, we'll solve problems on it. So I hope the concept of Newton's universal law of gravitation is clear. If you are asked to write Newton's universal law of gravitation for 3 marks, you have to explain this. Idistu explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. If possible, take a screenshot of it. ಇದನ್ನೇ notes ಬರೀರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗದೆ ಇದನ್ನೇ notes ನ copy ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. That is more than sufficient. Is the concept of Newton's universal law of gravitation clear? Yes. So the gravitational force between two bodies is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Proportionality constant is G, and this proportionality constant G is called as universal gravitational constant. Its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power of -11 Newton meter square per kg square. The unit of G should be remembered. Nodri G hage ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, RHS ನ G ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. Force is measured in Newton. R square ಈ ಕಡೆ multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ distance square. Distance is measured in meter. Meter square ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Newton meter square per kg square ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So this is the SI unit of G. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ here we have a note as to why the G is called as universal gravitational constant. ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೀ gravitational constant ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ. Why is it called universal gravitational constant ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the value of G is the same everywhere in this universe. ನೀವು ಅರ್ತ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ G ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 6.67 into 10 power -11 Newton meter square per kg square ಬರ್ತದೆ. If you go on the surface of planet Mars, the value of G will be the same, 6.67 into 10 power -11 Newton meter square per kg square. ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನೆಟ್ ನೆಪ್ಚೂನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ G ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮೂನ್ದು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ G ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Because of this reason, G is called as universal gravitational constant. The value of G remains same everywhere in this universe, and because of this reason, it is called as universal gravitational constant. And see, you must remember the SI unit and then the dimensional formula of G. Universal gravitational constant, the dimensional formula, matte SI unit ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. The gravitational formula, sorry, the dimensional formula of G is m-1 L3 T-2. Idana we can do this. See, we know that F is equals to G m1 into m2 divided by r square. This is the formula for ಯಾವ್ದು formula ಇದು? All over the world ಅಲ್ಲ, all over the universe. The value of G is the same everywhere in this universe. Everywhere in this universe. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ planet ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ G ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ the value of G will remain the same, right? Okay. So can you tell me what is this formula all about? ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ಇದು formula? F is equals to G m1 into m2 divided by r square. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು formula ಇದು? ಏನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Very good. So in order to calculate gravitational force between any two masses, we use the formula F is equals to G m1 into m2 divided by r square. Illinda we are going to obtain dimensional formula of G. ಈ dimensional formula ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. F is equals to G m1 m2 divided by r square ಅದ. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು G. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ G can be written as F into r square. ಈ r square LHS ಗೆ cross multiply ಆಗ್ತದೆ. m1 m2 will come down to the denominator. So G is equals to F r square divided by m1 into m2. We know that force can be expressed as mass into acceleration. Force na nanu mass into acceleration anta bardini Newton's second law inda. R square as it is written ಮಾಡಿವಿ m1 into m2. Mass as we know is measured in kg. Acceleration is measured in meter per second square. R is distance. Distance square is expressed in meter square divided by mass is measured in kg and m2 is also measured in kg. They are to multiply agadrinda kg into kg is kg square. I hope this calculation is clear. Force is expressed as mass into acceleration. This is r square Mass is expressed in kg, acceleration is expressed in units of meter per second square, distance is expressed in meter square divided by mass into mass ade, so kg into kg is kg square. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 1 kg ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿರೋ kg ಗೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿರೋ 1 kg ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ, so will be left out with 1 kg in the denominator. ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ kg power -1 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Meter into meter square will become meter cube per second square. This is the SI unit of universal gravitational constant per kg meter cube per second square. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ per kg ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೀಗೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು per kg meter cube per second square. Is this clear? ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? per kg meter cube per second square ಹೇಗೆ? Is this clear? You know that F is equals to gm1 into m2 divided by r square. ನಮಗೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. So g is equals to f into r square divided by m1 into m2. G is equals to f for the force can be expressed as mass into acceleration into r square divided by m1 into m2. Mass is expressed in kg, acceleration in meter per second square, distance square r square in meter square divided by mass into mass ade, kg into kg is kg square. So ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ 1 kg ಗೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿರೋ 1 kg ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ it becomes kg power -1 meter cube per second square. So if you have to see gravitational constant na calculate ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ there is another procedure. There is an experiment to calculate the value of universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant is not calculated using law of gravitational F in the calculate matter. There is another experiment for calculating the value of G, right? CGS unit ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದಾಗ CGS ನಾಗೆ mass is measured in grams, distance is measured in centimeter, time is measured in second. Per gram, centimeter cube per second square. Per gram, centimeter cube per second square ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಈಗ if we have to write the dimensions, look at the dimensional formula. Is this dimensional formula correct? ನೋಡ್ರಿ, kg power -1 ಅದೇ mass power -1 meter cube L power 3
कहिए भी से
second power -1
कोसे ग्राउंड में रे
हमारे ग्राउंड में
हाँ
हाँ
कब्बू
अब्बू बड़ा कब तक
So is the dimensional formula of G clear? Have ಬಂತು dimensional formula ಅಂತ kg power -1 ಅದೇ, so we have given mass power -1 meter cube ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ meter is nothing but length power 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿವಿ, second power -2, so t power -2. This is the dimensional formula for G. So this is all regarding universal gravitational constant, and in the next class we'll try to define universal gravitational constant. G na define ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, that we'll do in the next class. So go through the concepts that are discussed today. We have discussed about gravitation, we have discussed what is meant by gravitational force. You can just take a screenshot of it, make this as your notes, make this as your notes. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ, this is more than sufficient. And take the screenshot of it. And take the screenshot of it. Okay then. So we'll continue in the next class again, right? So I'll be engaging the class tomorrow again. In the next class, we'll define universal gravitational constant, and then we'll try to understand the characteristics of gravitational force. We'll try to understand what is meant by acceleration due to gravity. We'll derive the relationship between capital G and small g, universal gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity. I hope today's class was clear. We'll continue. As I'll send you the recorded. I'll send you the recorded video. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.